Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening and watching. It's your girl, Shay Miller, right? And I'm back with another video. Hey, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I just want to say, guys, if you're ever experiencing a moment of sadness, anger, any emotion that doesn't necessarily make you feel good, think of all the things that do make you happy. Do all the things that do make you happy. Think all the moments that you experience happiness. Just think about happy things, right? Speak happy things, think happy things, do happy things. That's the best way to overcome any emotion that isn't a good feeling or doesn't make you feel, the best. If you're sad about something, anything, just think of things that make you happy, do things that make you happy, and remember things that make you happy. The same as think about things. But I want to say, guys, if you struggle with self-doubt, a lot of people struggle with this. Always, not really believing in themselves. Always living in contradictory, or maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. And most people got it from their childhood, didn't have the really supportive parents, or could have had a parent that wasn't really there. I mean, you can get these traits from any aspect of life. Self-doubt comes in many layers. And if you're experiencing a moment or a phase or lifetime of self-doubts, you have to build your confidence up. You have to build your self-belief up. You have to build yourself up. You have to build that inner self, your inner love, the inner connection with you. Because, the self-doubt is, no matter what you want and no matter what you desire, it's like you don't believe you deserve it. You don't believe that it's possible. You don't believe that you can. And it kind of puts you in this really awful dilemma, because it hinders you for really going out and doing 100%, because it's you're half in, you're half out. It's like you're one foot out the door and half in the door. And the thing about that is you got to be all in with yourself. You can't be half doing it with you. You can't take shortcuts in life, not with yourself. You don't want shortcuts. You don't want people doing shortcuts to you, and you don't want to do shortcuts with you either. So the biggest thing with self-doubt is you want to build your inner self up. You want to put yourself in a position where you are doing things that you want, that you desire, your goals, right? Putting yourself in a position where you can be challenged and that you're willing to be challenged. But it really does depend on the mindset and the level of growth, because that also comes with the level of growth as well. Mindset is great, but all things that we aspire to do comes with a level of maturity that even mindset could never equivalize. It comes with the turf. And if you want anything, you definitely have to mature and gradually grow for it. And that's where that mindset really takes place, because when you're mature enough to really walk in that mindset, then you can understand the importance of being certain ways or doing certain things, and the power behind really believing in yourself. You can achieve extraordinary things when you really put yourself out there, when you really do things despite the fear, despite how you feel, despite the discouragement, and despite the uncertainties. We all experience these moments of emotions and things that we don't really understand, or don't really feel comfortable feeling. We all experience these things, and we may have our moments of uncertainty, And a lot of people experience a lot of doubts. They tell themselves they can't do it. They tell them, no, 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 this and that. And then they have other people in their lives also speaking into existence those things over them. They keep those people around them. They grew up listening to people who spoke those things. And ultimately what you get is like voices in your head. Always these voices become your voice in your head. Like it's like you don't have a voice because those become the ultimate voice in you. But when you get like a hold on that stuff and you stop allowing people around you telling you can't be this, you can't do that, when you really like execute and like move people out the way and really work on you, because it does have a lot to do with like the people you have around you and the mindset that you have and the level of maturity. Because when we emotionally grow as people, we need to first mentally grow, because our mental growth will help our emotional growth. But they don't work hand in hand. They are two separate works. And for you to fully understand yourself, you have to do the inner work, but you also have to do the mental work. Everything requires work. And if you're not willing to do those works, you kind of fail at, not fail, I would say you kind of fought yourself. You did yourself wrong in a sense. You didn't want to make an effort to make sure that you had the best opportunity or the best chance to be the best person you could be. But the biggest thing I could say about self-doubt is it pretty much hinders you from being the best version of yourself, keeps you in a place of always like second guessing instead of like sticking to your first choices and really just walking in who you are. But anybody who struggles with it, I want you to overcome it. I want you to write everything that you have doubts about and then write something positive beside it, something that you're going to start saying from here on out. The things that you want to do, you're going to start doing those things, because that's what it's about, right? The things that you should be stopping or shouldn't be doing anymore, or the people you should be removing out your lives, you're going to start doing things that are best for you. And it starts with how you think and what you're saying, and you're controlling the doubts, but you're also controlling the words that you say, because it also has a lot to do with what you say about yourself. And how you look at yourself in the mirror is important. Self-doubt comes in many forms. It comes in the way we look at ourselves. It comes from the kind of people we have around us and what they speak on us. It comes from our childhood parents or whatever. It comes from a lot of influences that we grew up, but also to the place where we look at ourselves as well. So you gotta make sure that image of how you see yourself is more powerful than anything, because outer people really don't matter. Your experience is important, and the level of self-doubt that you allow yourself to experience, because you won't simply build your confidence. You have to prepare for the fights of life. Make yourself stronger, because if you become mentally strong, you can help yourself emotionally, and you can overcome any fight. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a prosperous day.